Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to a very famous game mode in Minecraft. Oh boy, what have I been waiting for this moment. You probably saw the hype around a game called Fortnite. Yes, it's a famous game where you get dropped in a map with 100 other players. Last man standing will win the game, so without further ado let's get right into the game. With these 3 resources, you can build structures on the fly. Need to cross a gap? Build a bridge. Need to get up a mountain? Build some stairs. Need protection from incoming bullets? Build a wall. By the end of a match, resourceful players will have accumulated enough materials to build towering structures for their final stands. After all, it's wasteful to use resources on stuff you'll likely have to abandon during the next instance of the storm. The player-made structures, like everything else, can be destroyed and stick out like sore thumbs. But if you're way down below and they are way up high, well, you're at a severe tactical disadvantage. Building structures is surprisingly easy and quick to use, even with the limited inputs on a controller, but it doesn't quite feel like it fits inside the Battle Royale format. Building destructible cover, rather than finding truly safe spots in the environment as you would in most cover-centric shooters, forces you to keep moving and scouring for materials, which you pour into more stuff to hide behind. You have to lower your scope, switch to your pickaxe, quickly break down materials, switch to the building menu, build, and then cycle back to your gun to see if anyone heard the commotion. It's a lot to manage. Like the shooting, the building system seems hell-bent on fostering chaos, which can be fun, but often leaves you wondering what went wrong. Even if you happen to play a perfect match, you collected a truckload of resources, acquired a small arsenal of powerful ranged weapons, and situated yourself up in an elaborate fortress, there's always a chance that someone will prematurely spoil your victory lap by blasting the fortress with a rocket launcher, sending you to your death. Fortnite follows the now hardwired rules of a battle royale, but also forces you to bend away from that logic, to put yourself out in the thick of the fight even though you will likely die and have to queue up another match. There's a direct correlation with how little you care about protecting about winning and how much fun you'll have. That isn't necessarily a problem in itself, but Fortnite doesn't really click unless you approach it in a very specific way, one that isn't as intuitive as it could or should be. But if you shower a lot and you only use one 3-in-1 bottle, it will probably be empty in a matter of a week or 2. But if it is empty, you just buy a new one and then you are good to go again, mate. So, if you have paid attention to what is going on at the screen, you can see that you have to lay a floor down that is also made out of dirt. Then you complain a bit about that the bow and arrow is getting bowing. Haha, you get it, bowing since it is a bow and arrow? No, well, it is spelled boring but with a W, then it is bowing. You also have a bowing 707 and that is a plane, but that is not what I am talking about today, so that is all good anyways. So you want something new, right? Yes. Me too, buddy, and that is why we have some sentry guns today. But the thing is that if you have to have a fort, and that fort has to have walls made out of stone. But you need these bad boy blocks, because if you use wood and the wood gets wet, it is just not good for a fort to defend. So, you are going to make that wall once again, because you need to have it all the way around since it is a fort and you are defending from all angles and not just one, because that would be silly. And we don't want to be silly, but yeah, because like I said, the wood blocks are not made for to be a wall for a fort, because it is not good. But if you have done the following as I told you to do and you have a bomb fort place, you can take some doors, preferably actually not, since then the people who you are defending the fort from are just going to come in and wreck you, which would not be nice. So, you put them in at the right angle, because if you don't, it just looks stupid. But if you have done that, you can start with the entire floor. First, you want to have 2 cobblestone blocks in your inventory and place them on top of the dirt, because that just makes everything so much easier instead of just digging away all the dirt that we are doing right now. But yes, you are going to fill in every single thing that there is to fill up, because you do not need holes, because you don't want to catch the enemies peeping while you are in your fort, because maybe you don't like the enemies. Well, I actually know for sure you don't like your enemies, that is why they are your enemy. But now that we are talking about enemies, it would be a pretty good idea to just install some sentry guns in here, since I think I know how to get some of those bad boys. But yeah, the holes and all of that, those things you do in your fort are private, So it would not be smart to have a fort and around the fort there is all glass in the wall, because people that are on the street then look up and they just see you chilling in a really cool fort. Then they might get jealous and try to attack your fort, which would really be a pickle, wouldn't it? But yeah, if you have done the 2 more blocks like I said, you want to do something that is pretty advanced because it requires great skill. But if you are skilled with wood, this should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, if you are a professional Minecraft player and you are not like Steve but you are more like Sub, this should really be easy for you. But yeah, this building to make the fort is now going to be extending outside the walls, and that is just the right height because you need to have a walk thing as well, and you are going to make that wall thing better in a minute. But first you need to finish making it extend some. See, this is more like it, and now you can start making that walk thing that will keep you dry when you stand underneath it if it rains. That is why it is there. This tactic that I am using right now is only ranked 3 out of 10 in the professional handbook of Minecraft. If you want to make it easier for yourself, you get on top of that roof like a thatcher and you finish it from standing on top, because if you look closely you can see that I misplace a lot of blocks because I am standing underneath the roof, and it is just not the professional position for a thatcher to do it like. But that is alright, since I know what I am doing, and I know how I am going to test all of these bad boy sentry guns out as well right now, since I had the idea just to have a lot of zombies and like shoot at them. Well, the sentry gun will automatically shoot at them, since that is what a sentry gun does. So, I can just sit back, relax, do something inside my fort while the sentry guns are doing all the work for me, which is just fantastic. Then while we are at that idea and that there are going to be a lot of zombies, we can either go big or go home. And I don't think I feel like going home yet, even though this fort might be my new home. But anyways, we are going to place either a bunch of sentry guns or we could just overflood the place with pew pew sentries. That will be a lot better if we do the second option, since then we can just shoot the zombies down like they're not even there, which would be pretty amazing, would it not, guys? Also, if you have enough lighting like outside so the sentries can see and you can see, then you are good to go and take a look in your inventory and get yourself some books or something, because you deserve that to have in your fort, because that is the place where you are shooting all of your stress and labor of your hard work day. So, make a fort, and don't do what I am going to do, because that is not right, since you need even more sentry guns that I am going to place. I tried to make a really advanced fort, but then I realized that level of advancement is dedicated to NASA, the American space people, because they need really good fort defense, and something is fishy because they keep the tactic to themselves and we are just here with our poopy forts. But yeah, I tried to make that wall out of birchwood one time, but that just does not look good. So what you want to do is you once again take a look in your inventory and you are going to now whip out some blocks of stone like I did in this video, because as I said, birchwood is not good for fort walls since you can just burn it down. Well, if you would burn down your own fort, that would be pretty stupid, but the enemy can do so. But if you have done enough research, you would know that obsidian is the best possible block to make walls for a fort. But yeah, I am pretty daft, so what you are going to want to do is remove the mistakes and get yourself some nice things, because it just looks way better. But all of that you want to do when it is still light outside, like when the sun is still up, because if the sun goes down then the fight goes down, and if you then have a half fort, then I don't think the night is going to treat you very nice, since then you are just a sitting duck for all of the zombies that we are going to test our power on. So that is going to be pretty amazing, since we are just going to set the most amazing defense in like, well, forever in the Minecraft world, since I don't think that anyone except with the same fort defenses but then bigger has done such a good job on having the best defenses in forever than us, because we are to leave the store and go to the house of his, I guess. I am not sure what to expect from that, but I can see if I want. I mean, it's free, and oh my, it is actually pretty big. I am not sure what this is supposed to be, but I will continue being a pathfinder and I will just explore this thing and see if I am the brave adventurer that everyone calls me. I don't know, that might just be my imagination, but I do think so though. But anyways, this eagle thing was following us and I am cool with that. Maybe that can be my new friend, but I don't know. I don't know if I am going to receive something from PETA when I am befriend with an eagle. PETA is that animal protective thing. I mean, they can be good for some things, but sometimes they are just ridicules. But that is what those people get paid for, so once again, respect for those people, because that is how they get their rent and their bread together, so that is great for them. And they are doing something great for the world. because they are like saving animals and stuff, and they are being productive for the world, which not a lot of people can say, because some people are just not doing that much for the world, so that is not so nice. But those guys are doing something for this world. I always say, adopting a child might not change the world, but for that child the world will change. And that is a very powerful message served by Sub-Zero Exabyte live here on television, maybe on something else that is called YouTube. But I said it live right here, right meow. But we are now here with some spikes that are inside a box that are trapped, and like that, if those spikes were animals, then PETA would come and free those spikes. But those spikes are no animals, so there would be no reason to free them because they have to life, and they just are there because people like those people that are around me, with me included, like to push things into other sharp things, and they get their enjoyment out of that, and that is what these people like. Those PETA people might enjoy freeing animals and stuff, but I don't know those people in real life, so I guess that those people must be pretty cool to hang with, just like other people are just normal humans, so those people must be normal people as well, so that is great for them. And if those people are cool people, then I would like to hang out with such a guy maybe once, I don't know, seems cool to me. Maybe we could push some noobs off the edge into oblivion if he or she likes that. I don't know what gender they are yet, and in 2017 you have to be careful when you are talking about genders and stuff. I don't know what all of you at home do for fun, but I would imagine watching YouTube videos and stuff, because well, you are watching me right now, but I like that you guys are devoting your time to watch one of my videos because I enjoy that thought, and it is just fun to know that some people watch how you play games or when you are doing something else, that other people are interested in something like that. Well, I would not think that this eagle is a noob, but we can push it off. But if we do that, then it might just start flying and PETA comes after my booty. But she is cool, I guess. I don't know her, but she is staying with me this entire time, so that is also some devotion coming from her, which I appreciate. But let's just continue to like kill noobs in this amazing invention that I have created, but is not yet really done, but I see how it is going to happen in my head, so that is why. I mean, it is taking quite some time, but I guess it is okay. And by the way, you guys, we are going to make it so that there are two elements which is going to save or not save, since one is fire and one is water, and then they die or they live. It is actually quite a simple thought, but to make it is pretty hard, if I may say so myself. You might be wondering, why is Sub using cobblestone? Well, I shall tell you why I am using all of this cobblestone, and that is because cobblestone does not burn or anything, which I don't know about wood, but I do think that wood should burn, and that is not really that great if you are working with fire in a room of wood, since then you are going to be on fire as well, and that is something that I would not like to happen to anyone, because it is not much fun, I can imagine. But I am a ninja, so I know what I am doing, and I don't think that I would fall into the fire trap really quick. While that is not my intention, but you never know if you live as dangerous as me. I am a daredevil living on the edge, and these noobs are living on the edge, so they got that going for them, and I do not have that going for me, so they have more going for them than I got going for me. But I think I have some things going for me, but I am not too sure what those things are, but that is okay, because now I am at a toxic bath project, and I am not sure what this exactly is, but it looks like something toxic where you should not really stand next to and breathe that air through your nose. That will probably be even worse than cigarettes and stuff, because well, look at it, it is all green and stuff. I don't like that. And I pushed two noobs in it, but I don't really like to be next to that toxic thing. But if there are noobs that keep spawning, then I think that I might be able to stay here. But I am enjoying myself the least here. I enjoyed the redstone and all of the stuff, but this toxic stuff is not really something for me. Oh yeah, and this oblivion thing I liked as well, because that was just fun to push things off the edge and see them disappear. But now it is time to head back to somewhere else, and I don't remember that this is the exit. Am I going the right way? I don't know, but it seems like I am now at some dark thing, and I don't know what evil experiments take place here, but this looks pretty sick. So I am going to leave now, and I'll head back to the original lab because I seem to enjoy myself there. This is just a bit too weird for me, I don't know. If you enjoy this, then do whatever floats your boat, but I am going to try this one time, but I know that this is going to feel pretty weird. Wait, no, I now ended up in here. Well, then let's just feel what those noobs feel as well, and it was actually not that painful that they like to look it like. Just be called a paw and not a leg, but I am no geologist, so let those people do their work, and are enjoying myself with coming up with ridiculous names and ridiculous things. So, as always, I will see you in the next one.